Hello and welcome here to Oliver's Mount, the Expressway's top stadium, for this pre-season friendly between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Handsworth FC. We are just moments away from this unusually early kick-off at 7:15. The teams are walking out now, so we will go through the Stocksbridge Park Steels team in a second. We do not have an Handsworth team today. They are not providing it for us as due to the amount of trialists in the side because they don't want anyone to know who the trialists are, which is perfectly understandable. But we will go through the Stockbridge side, which also has a couple of trialists in it. So the Stockbridge side. So in goal is a trialist, then it's Bailey Ty Baker, another trialist, Charlie Oglesby, another trialist, Luke Hogg, Alex O'Connor, Ross Goodwin, Ifya Fabu, Luke Rawson, and Jack Watson. There will be a mostly different team for the second half, which we'll go through at the time. One person I do recognise from the Hands of team is Michael Trench, a former Steel who moved last summer. Was played in the last pre-season friendly because we would face Handsworth twice last year. Once in a pre-season friendly where Handsworth would go out and win 4-2. Oliver Nowak scored for the Steels that day, and he will be featuring in the second half. Whereas over in the Sheffield Senior Cup, when they faced each other at Bracken Moor, it was Ifya Faber would win it in the last minute for the Steels. It was 2-0 win actually. And because I haven't done my research properly today and I'm not doing my job properly because it's pre-season, I can't remember who scored the opening goal for Stocksbridge in that one. I think it was Lewis McCaskill, if I remember rightly. Seems to be a few Stocksbridge fans who've made their way down to the southern part of Sheffield as Ifya Fabu goes for a few little hopping warm-ups just before as the ball goes onto the centre circle spot. Kicking off a cup about a minute late here, it seems. At the moment. Just seeing we've had a few comments already. You can see Football Away Day saying, hi guys, hello to you. Really did enjoy your live blog, or well, your video blog of the match between Maltby and Stocksbridge. The second half was fun at least. I thought the first half was a pretty poor viewing, pretty pre-season viewing. I also see Neil Hennessy's listening to us again from UC Build. You're happy to be listening again and hoping for another good performance. So am I. And I also like to say thank you to our sponsor of the commentary this season, which is Jason Rawson Fitting Carpets. Carpet fitters, anyway. So Ross Goodwin here standing on the centre circle here, ready to get this game underway. And my sponsor, Jason Rawson, going past. We'll name a few of our other sponsors and tell you how you can get involved as the game kicks off here. So it's just currently with the trialist centre back. He sends it long. Stocksbridge Park Steels in the all-red kit, kicking from right to left, while Handsworth are in the amber shirts, black shorts and black socks, kicking from left to right. As we see quite a few of the Stockton fans go past after they did swap sides here, and it's one of our most well-known supporters who's not brought his megaphone today, thankfully, because he gets louder than me on it. Hey, Trench with a throw in for Handsworth. We're going to throw it into there. Number 7 allows it to bounce in front of him. It's a good bounce. Going to take the long distance shot, and it's not far off there. Would have been a spectacular pre-season effort if that one had come off. Not very far off there. No. Stockbridge always came quite famous. Have had a few clashes with Handsworth in the FA Cup over the last few years. Lost twice during that horrific run of losses in the tournament that kept them out of the next round for 9 years. It was actually the last loss to him, the 5-2 loss back in 2021 that saw the end of Chris Hilton, who resigned after the game. As Hoggus collects the ball here in the centre circle, had a little nibble from the attacker, but he was going to go away from him. He's going to try and get it to right hand side. Watson looking to peel off his man, but Trench has covered Watson there, and he's going to pass it back to the goalkeeper here. He's cleared it upfield, and the trial centre back misses it, but he's going to get to it first as it goes behind him. He's going to pass it back to his trial's goalkeeper. He bounces it down. He's going to charge down. Almost got caught out there as his clearance does get away, and it eventually is played away by one of the other trial centre backs. And then Watson's going to go onto the left hand side. No offside flag, but it's a good tackle from the number 2 here, and it's just going to be cleared away before it goes out for a corner. Currently still with Handsworth as they get back to centre back and clear it upfield. Headed away by Hogg, and then Goodwin's going to head on, but only back to an Handsworth player who's going to chest it down, take it inwards, but that's allowed Goodwin to get in, and he's going to take the short pass here to Afabu, who looks to charge forward, being harassed, and he's going to try and get the ball into the box, gets it to Ross, who just can't get the turn, and Hunter able to get the tackle in, but then he's robbed of the ball here by either one of the midfielders. Stocksbridge going to put the ball in, headed backwards here, looking for Goodwin, but then well collected by a header from Handsworth and back to their own goalkeeper here. So we're back here with the goalkeeper has it to feet now. He's going to send it long, looking for the centre forward, but headed away by Oglesby. His first appearance in pre-season after missing the first 2 games, but Oglesby back today, partnering with the same centre-back trialist that we saw in the game against Rossington last Friday. As Handsworth send the ball down long, and it's going to be out for a throw-in here. 3 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 0-0. As Bailey Baker will get this throw-in on the right-hand side. Takes time before sending it long, and it's going to be headed back over hands. Get it back in midfield here, and we'll be looking to get out of it. But I mean, followed by a few shots played, but a foul's been given away there, and Handsworth have a free kick right in front of the Stocksbridge bench, and they're actually going to take it quickly, looking to switch play to the number 7. It's a good touch from the number 7, holds it down. He's forced outward to the right wing, back to the number 2. First time cross goes in, blocked by Alex O'Connor, and then he goes back to number 7 here, who's just going to face up with the trialist left back. Going to find the overlap from the number 2. Another good looking cross here. Strike has to come behind to collect it, and his first touch allows Hogg to get in and clear it. Goes to a favour. He's forced to run backwards, and then gets it back here to Bailey Baker, who's going to send it long here and then head it away from him back into centre back for Handsworth. Forward headed on, and it could be a good header on. The number 10 is going to race on to this, but Oglesby steps in with a good tackle, and with the sort of defender that got him into the team of the year last year for his first year in that level. Well, now just out for now for a throw in inside their own half for Handsworth. No. Handsworth here, a very, very good Northern County side, have been regularly finishing in the top half of that table over the last few years, and I think it's the thing that they're just waiting for is to try and take that next step and try and see if they can make a push for promotion. They just seem to challenge those top few places. It's one of those teams that is really going to benefit from the fact that I think next season, not this year, there will be playoffs to get promoted. So a long range shot from Handsworth is going to go comfortably over the bar. Handsworth are probably going to, as I was saying, Handsworth probably going to be one of the sides that really do benefit from the fact that there will be playoffs from next season. So there'll be something to fight for other than just the top 2 places. Because once you get into those playoffs, it obviously, as the saying goes, it can be a lottery. And Handsworth, with how competitive it can be against any side in the Northern Counties League, would be a good bet to win through any playoffs. But at the moment this year, we'll be still challenging for that top 2, which is why it's so hard to get out of the league and why there's so many good teams at that level who would definitely do a good job at Northern Premier League level. Ball going over, look, Watson going to chase it. No offside flag, despite the appeals of the Handsworth players. Watson going to try and get it back now to the left-hand side, but it's going to go out of play, and it's going to actually be a Stocksbridge throw and came off an Handsworth defender last. The trial left back, particularly to Watson. One touch pass to O'Connor, who gets it caught under his feet, and that allows Handsworth to carry it away. And the number 7 is going to get through one play before passing it to the 10, who is tackled by the referee. And that means there will be a stoppage to give it back to Handsworth now. Referee there just getting a bit in the way. Hey. And it will be a drop ball for Handsworth, who now have the ball back there, number 6. And now with their 4 as it makes a quick pass. The 4 will lay it off to the left-hand side now, to the left wing, as Stockbridge tried to push him out. He's been forced backwards, and he has to get back to Trench, who clips it forward. Number 10 holds it down really well, keeps it in very well as well, but he is also forced backwards, and now into the central midfield. Number 4 is going to look for the right back. It's a bit behind him. He's forced to go back to his own halfway line. First touch allows him to gather the ball, gets it to the right wing, and a look for the overlap, but Watson's cut it out, but he's poor back pass, and that's going to allow the number 9 here to get onto it for Handsworth. He's trying to fight with the midfielder there for Stocksbridge, but he is able to get away. Gives it back to number 8, a bit of space. Looks again on his left-footed cross going in, looking for that far post, but it's high and wide and over the bar. So goal kick for the Steelers. So currently 7 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0. No chances for either side as of yet. The best one being this long distance effort from Handsworth, which was not too far off. Would have been brilliant. One of those when you wish you had a camera out if it had that got in. Just seeing if we've some listeners. As always, my mum's listening. You can always count on your mum to be your best fan, can't you? And hello, Jack Tinker saying up the Steels. And Paul is here, by the way. He just hasn't got the megaphone. As you see, quite a few Stockbridge fans here, and as Hands of her free kick in a decent position. Just seeing one of our players' best fans, Louis McCaskill, just going past here as he's tries to walk past as a number two. Francis puts another very high and wide crossing. Where Louis walks look like he might have been to the bar, but he's just not deciding what he's doing. I think Paige has her hand full there. As goes back to the trials goalkeeper now to take the goal kick. Ball going long and tries goalkeeper's going to boot that one right out, and a bit worried that was going to go hit Louis there. Actually, not too far off it, but it's back for a throw in here to Handsworth on this right hand side, about 15 yards into their own half. Throwing down the line, looking to get there, but Oaksby's there first and volleys it away. Big, strong header from the hands of centre back's going to try and turn into attack, and Baker who heads it away before the trialist left back gets the proper way. Watson's going to get it under his feet, but stabbed away from him. Back to Gooden, who's knocked it long for Rawson to chase. It bounces a bit awkwardly, but still able for the centre back to head it back to his goalkeeper now. Rolls it out quickly to his centre back, and now to Trench at left back. The one Handsworth player I know just from looking at them. Fortunately, don't know the rest, which is why. And there's no team sheet, so if you're tuning in late, that's why. Handsworth don't do team sheets for pre-season, and their Twitter has not announced anything yet, though we are keeping an eye on it in case they announce certain players being in it, like if they score. So, but it's just currently a free kick. Offside flag has gone up front on an Handsworth attack, so it's going to be a Stocksbridge free kick in their own half now, which the trialist goalkeeper will take. Ball going long. It's going to bounce over into the box, and it's going to be collected there by the Handsworth goalkeeper. So it's not been a thriller of a friendly so far as we into the 10th minute mark, as the kick actually has a decent kick to the number two, heads it on, and it's well in from the trialist left back for goes to Hogg, who's going to get it to a Faber on the right, has to come back to collect it, but Faber turns and he's going to run at the defence now, his favourite thing to do before it lays off to an overlapping Baker. Baker just about keeps it in, but I think his first touch lets him down there, and it's going to go out to play throwing. First glimpse of something decent attacking for Stocksbridge, but just I think the pass minute just a bit overhit, and Baker's first touch just not helping him there, so throwing for Trench to take over on that left hand side now. Obviously, normally we would try and keep you up to date with a scoreline. It's hard to do so, it's pre-season, but if there are something that I see interesting from other games, I will let you know. Might be more interesting what's going off here. Who knows? As Manzo looks to build an attack, and it's a good opportunity because they've just laid after their right backers coming up on the overlap. The number two here, face off with Watson. He's been forced to pass it backwards though. Stocksbridge organised at the back. Number four, good little turn to get him away from his man, and now it's back into the central defence grounds. They've been forced all the way back into their own half now. Looked at long ball, looking to get it onto the left wing box. And Trench on the overlap there can't hold it down. And it's not offside despite Fabu's protestations, but it doesn't matter. And it's a goal kick. Back now for the trialist goalkeeper to get the ball back now. So Steels, who've if it goes like the other two games that we've had, it will be a 4-1 win to the Steels, because Steels have won both of their friendlies so far. 4-1, one against Rottington Main, one of Handsworth's new South Yorkshire rivals for next season. They're promoted to the Northern Counties, and also in Maltby Main, a familiar foe for Handsworth at this level. All three of these teams are offering different challenges, as we've seen Page moves and some are quicker than the player to go catch Louis, who's had a little run off. As Handsworth pass it back in their defence, it's just in the central defence. O'Connor's going to press, but as he goes in for the tackle, he misses it, and that allows Handsworth to carry away. That pass was a bit loose. Rawson almost got in the end about it, but he's now back with Trent. Not with Trent at the centre, with their centre back now is he's now going to send one long, and he gets it really well onto the left wing. He's forced backwards here, lays it off into the middle, now back onto the left. Ball going in, and look, number 9 needs to turn, feints the first shot with Oglesby sliding, but then comes in with the tackle is the trialist centre back, and he's out for a throw in there. First little glimpse of goal for Handsworth inside the box. He just didn't take the first opportunity, probably the right from Oglesby's block him off, but he couldn't get the shot off after the feint. Stockbridge able to clear, but they still attack on with this throw in here on the left hand side. But of course, see Trenchy do a long throw like we saw at Brackenmore quite a few times. Instead, he's going to show it to number 10. Look to turn out, force outside the box before he turns. Ball going in and spilled initially by the Trials goalkeeper before he collects it into his arms. Throws it out to Watson on the left wing now. Watson cuts inside, still in his own box, going to send a ball long looking for Rawson, but covered well by the number 6 and headed back to the Handsworth goalkeeper. He's going to take his time over this. It's not a game of incredible pace, as you would expect for a pre-season friendly. As ball go bounce it, long ball from the goalkeeper bounces over it. Everyone in takes a bit of a deflection on the way through. It's going to be the first corner of the game to Handsworth here. So good opportunity for Handsworth from this corner kick. They're sending quite a few men up as well, and there's even a short option with the number 2 coming forward, though O'Connor has gone to cover him. And he's going to take the short option, beating O'Connor. Ball going in, but headed away by Rawson. Going to go back to the number 10, who gets it back to Trench here. Trench is going to go short despite the screams of the number 7, who's angry he didn't get the ball. He's going to go to 10, who slips as he gets the ball, and it then goes out of play. So, do you want to talk about our sponsors? I think the announcer here made a very good point that without the sponsors of non-league clubs, most of them would not exist. So we want to thank the ones that we have. So that includes Airflow, UC Bill, Presto, Steel FC, DB Sports, Future Fires, GenFab, Bradford Brewery, and also today's announcement that our back of the shirt sponsor will be UK Search Limited. I want to thank all our sponsors for this. And if you wish to get involved, if you go to the Stocksbridge Park Seals website, so that's stocksbridgeps.co.uk, you have many options for sponsorship. So depending on your business size and what you look, you can get some just for £100 for player sponsorship. And if you are able to spend more and have pitch side hoardings or even stadium naming rights, you can go on our website, you can purchase them, or you can talk to our commercial manager, Roger Gissing, at rpg.sps@mail.com. Good ball for Antipi onto the right wing for the number 7, but the left back here, the trialist left back, doing really well to push him off the ball and get it to be a goal kick. He's really impressed the Steels fans so far, this trialist left back. Currently the trialist centre back on the ball now, who's going to take a touch or two before clipping it like you're going to send it long, but he's been charged down. It's thankfully bounces back to the trialist goalkeeper, and he's going to continue with it here, but a bit of a concerning one there, but as it goes down to Oglesby, who's great to see back in action today. Not seen action since that playoff semi-final against Stockton. Its first game pre-season. Still on the ball, passing back to Kim, getting it back now to the trialist left back, who's going to carry it forward, and he's decided to go pace, and he's going to try and slip the ball through. It just flicks off the ankle of the hands of right back though, and he now gets it away. Going to bounce awkwardly a bit, but Baker is able to head it back to the goalkeeper. Going to get recycled from there. 16 minutes gone so far in this game. It is 0-0. Now side with any clear-cut opportunities as a Fabo uses pace to beat one play, allows it to get to Goodwin, who just bulldozes his way through and eventually just goes to a Fabo who's going to step over the ball a few times, but he doesn't really get any pace and control on it, and that allows Handsworth to tackle and get the ball away. It's with their 7 now. In back with the 10, who's now going to switch play and try to get it to left wing, but it's being cut out by O'Connor, though the left winger is able to come back and collect the ball. He's going to send it long now to look for a forward, but instead it's going to go back to the goalkeeper here. He's going to just take his touch here before he's back in his own box now as well, the trialist goalkeeper. Long ball from the trialist goalkeeper now looking for Rawson. Rawson takes it really well in the chest, but he does get tackled pretty quickly, and now it's back with their own goalkeeper. And finally, a different goalkeeper in it. Had a few after we nicked Ben Townsend off him, and we do want to apologise for that, though. We'd be very happy to have Townsend Brackenmore not here today. Still on holiday in Crete, I believe. As he's back here with Trench here at left back. Sends it long. He's going to be on for the number 9 chase. He's trying to get through the middle of the 2 centre backs, but the on-rushing trialist goalkeeper has collected that one into his arms, meaning any attempt to attack over, though, is pretty calm one. So, if you listen to Ian Richards' interview at Maltby Main, one of the big tests of playing here, obviously, and Stockbridge do get to know this ground quite well because not just because we always seem to have a game against Handsworth every season, but also because of the fact that they train here during the winter months. As Watson's going to charge with pace, going to stop for a second to see what he can do here. As he continues to go with pace, lays it off for the trials. Left back going to continue forward, stops right foot past to Watson, then back to Goodwin, who tries to gets it through to Rawson here. Tries to get through a Faber. Faber's misread what Rawson wants to do, and it's going to go back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, so we'll go back to what we were saying before. As Ian Richards saying, one of the tests is to play. It's actually simply just to get used to the AstroTurf. In the summer, the Steels train across from the stadium, which is a grass pitch, obviously, and playing on AstroTurf. Obviously, AstroTurf will always remain a controversial topic in non-league football, but it is definitely different to playing on grass, whatever your views are of it. And it is a we just wait to see what the Transit goalkeeper do. He's seemingly waiting for Handsworth to press him as he's going to send it on to Rawson here, but going to go back to their goalkeeper now. But yeah, but with Stocksbridge's first game of the season being away at Stockton on the AstroTurf pitch, which a stadium that 3 attempts the Steels have not won at yet, and they haven't beat Stockton yet at all. To get the test on here, the different way it reacts to not just to running on it, to the bounce of the ball, is an important test for Stocksbridge, and it's a good one against Handsworth, a side that we are quite friendly with and have worked with on a few things, including trains. So Crowley's left back is going to send it long. Rawson looking to get on the end of it. I think number 5 will cover that, and he does, but he boots that one right out into the one near to the car park here. That's behind the stand here at Oliver's Mount. So it's just a Trials left back, big long throw into the box, headed away by Handsworth and then booted away by the number 7. Only to be headed back by Oglesby. Trials left back going to fight for it, but it's going to bounce awkward before it goes to the right winger here. Knocked over the head here to the number 7, who's going to try and maze his way through here, but he's being blocked off by the Trials centre back. He's going to go play for a Steel's throw in there. 20 minutes gone, 0-0 still here between Handsworth and Stocksbridge Park Steels in this pre-season friendly, the third one for Stocksbridge. Picking up 2 4-1 wins in the previous ones. Throwing to Handsworth now, just in front of us here. It not really broke into anything too interesting this game, in all honesty, at the moment. Throw goes in. Goodwin can just unchallenged head that away. It's with Hogg now. Turns away from his man, and he's going to carry the ball forward as he lays it off to Watson. Takes it into feed. Goodwin potential option, but Watson's going to cut inside. Going to clip it long, looking for a Fabu, but well defended and cleared by Handsworth. It's going to be a throw on the left-hand side, though. The number 7 did come over to try and keep it in, though. I don't think he was able to here. Triless, left back here, throws it here to Watson, takes a touch, force backwards. Gets it to the Trials, left back going to try and charge down here, but cuts inside, going to weave his way through a few players. Great play, got 2 men still on him, a third covering. Good passing, gets it to Rawson now. Rawson turns after having his back to goal, and that's O'Connor. O'Connor's going to take the shot. Well saved from the hands of goalkeeper. Goodwin was going over to try and make the most of it, but the offside flag has gone up on him. Be a free kick to Handsworth. But O'Connor there with a decent shot and is well saved down low to his left by the Handsworth goalkeeper. So good. Some nice plays. Nice first efforts on goal by Stocksbridge. Definitely the first shot on target at the very least. And Alex O'Connor there, who has scored a few from that distance. He has got a decent shot on him when he's given a bit of space and time. He won the goal of the season for Stocksbridge last year with that the effort against Ossett United. As now Handsworth send the ball downfield, and it's just going to bounce into that right back area. Baker is covering and going to be cleared down the line. I think I thought it might have come off an answer, it hasn't. It's going to be throwing to the home side. Throwing down the line, and then it's actually going to bounce past everyone and then go out for a goal kick here. Ball into midfield. Faber, who's collected like deep into central midfield position. They're under pressure, has been forced to give it back to Baker a bit, and it's now going to go back all the way to the goalkeeper before it goes now to the trialist centre back. Clips it long here, looking, is chested down well by O'Connor, who's going to get the play here to the left hand side to who the trialist left back charging on. Well, cross goes in, deflected, and going to be collected by the goalkeeper at his near post. Good move though from the Steels there. That looked like it could have created an opening. Ball across it, clipped long, and then switch play once again from Handsworth, though no one dared to collect switch. The number 7 not even trying to go collect this one as it goes back to our trialist left back. Goes into the middle now and going to be just taken forward before it goes to Hogg here, the new signing from Ossett United. Fabu now back to the trialist centre back. Then back to Hogg, who's trying to get it across here to Watson, who just gets it caught on his feet. That allows Handsworth to come in and nick it. But a free kick has been given for that one, which I'm slightly surprised about. I didn't think there was much in that, but Steels will look to get the game restarted here. 24 minutes gone here, 0-0. Biggest opportunity for Steels has been that effort from just outside the box from Alex O'Connor. That was well saved down to his left. And Hogg will look to see what he can do from this set piece. Ball clipped, looking for that right-hand side. Head up into by Stockbridge by Oglesby. He gets the second header on it as well as he's still down on the right wing. Oglesby going to try and put the ball in, but it's got blocked and the sting taken out of it, allowed Handsworth to easily clear it away. Back with the trialist centre-back now, who takes a couple of touches before giving it to Baker on the right. And then back to the centre-back, and then for, find the trialist left-back here. Take it, carrying it forward. Finds Watson on the left-hand side in space, who's going to go cut down inside. Left ball gunning, and then cleared at last moment. Still in a dangerous area. Faber trying to charge onto it. Cleared again, back to O'Connor. Kind of takes a shot, but it's over the bar and into the other AstroTurf field there. Handsworth, they're not really clearing their lines there properly, but the Steel's unable to punish it at this moment. Back here for the try to goalkeeper after goalkeeper. Some poor volunteer is going to have to go fetch that one over on the upper AstroTurf field. So for those of you who don't know, Oliver's Mount or the Expressways top stadium is a bit of a sports complex in a way. There's a few AstroTurf pitches here as well as a cricket field, and it's very nice setup actually. They've since the last time we came for last pre-season, they've actually set up a little cafe now at the bottom rather than having to go to the bar on the top, which is very handy if you need to grab a drink, like I usually have to, and as well as food. So definitely definitely some improvements since the last time I come in. It's really nice to see. What a nice little joy when you're saying you see something's improved and got better, and be interested to see what more they can do. Handsworth are a very ambitious side. We do want to rise up the league as Handsworth now are attacking, running at the defence, trying to slip through the 10, but blocked off, and then now back with a Fabu who knocks that away again, but back to Handsworth there, poor pass, and they look to build down the left-hand side as Baker's trying to block him off. He doesn't clear it, only back to a Fabu who gets away from his man, and he's in a bit of space now. A Fabu who's going to look to get it to Watson, but headed away from him there from the centre-back, and Vance just takes a player out of it as O'Connor tried to charge onto it, and then Handsworth now got it back and they're going to get it onto the left wing here, facing up with Baker, running at him. Bit of trickery there as he goes down the left side, ball going in, but the ball lacks the needed quality, going to go straight to the goalkeeper here. 27 minutes gone, 0-0 at the moment. As Stocksbridge are trying to pass it out from the back here today, as it's just with the trialist centre-back who's going to carry it forward. Continues to carry it forward. Now he's going to look for the ball over the top, but Trench cuts that one out. But Trench's pass there is miscontrolled by the man he gave it to, and it's going to throw in for the Steels inside the Handsworth half. Throwing going here to Goodwin, who tries to chase down and tries to get through a few plays. He does. He tries to get to favor, does well to keep it in. lays it to Rawson. Rawson gets a good little turn there. Rawson's shot is blocked, and then Afebu gets the second one. Well saved. Ball still in play. Watson looking to get to it. It's back to goal. Gets it now. Handsworth back in position. Tried to lay off to O'Connor. O'Connor didn't seem to be aware that was what was happening. And now Handsworth going to get that away and net, but as they look to get the counter attack, it's a poor pass, gives it all the way back to Stocksbridge now, and it's going to go back to the Trials goalkeeper as they look to settle things down from that tiny bit of answering up it got from both of those moves there. Oakley going to send it long, looking for the trialist left back here, controls it well, lays it off, it goes through one play, goes to Watson, who evades one slide tackle, gets it through to Rawson. Rawson looks to control, it goes 1-on-1, well saved there from the goalkeeper. Rawson there, unlucky there, really, which though probably should be better after doing so well against Maltby Main on Monday night. 2 goals against there. I would have put my money on him to score that one as he managed to control it and go clear, but the spread legs of the Handsworth goalkeeper able to stop him here. Stocksbridge, though, getting better and better in this game. With Afebu, who's in a central midfield position now. He's been harassed all the way. He manages to get away from his man there. He's going to continue to go forward as he's onto the left-hand side of the pitch now. With the trialist left back who gets into the middle to O'Connor. First on the left side, and his pass through is blocked. O'Connor keeps it in on this left-hand side, and in the end, as he's forced backwards, is going to give it to the goalkeeper. And O'Connor was a bit mad there with something, and I'm not entirely sure what. Poor passer, just giving it to number 10 for Handsworth. Handsworth going to try and launch counter-attack. 10 running at his man, coming in, cutting in centrally. Looks to slip through the man on the left-hand side, and but delays the shot. Well saved by the trialist goalkeeper. A powerful shot from the end of attacker, the number 11 there, but powerful, but well palmed away by the trialist goalkeeper for Stockbridge. And it's going to be the second corner of the game for the home side. It's going to be seen quite a few Handsworth players going through, not many people being left back at the moment. Look like just Trench and the number 4 here, as well as one of the Handsworth midfielders who's talking to the manager at the moment. Ball going in, looking for the far inside. It's going to go through everyone. Number 11 heads it back into a dangerous area, but Rawson's able to clear it away. Gives it to a Afebu here. Into O'Connor in central field. Gets through one tackle, but lays it off to Hogg as they spread it right here too. Number 2, Baker, who does really well and gets clipped down as he goes down. It's going to be a free kick on that right-hand side. So Seals will want to see if they can make the most of this free kick from deep on the right wing. Looks like Alex O'Connor is the man over it. Not seen. He did take the odd set piece last season. Obviously, normally it would be Thomas Poole or Curtis Turner. Thomas Poole will be a second half player. Turner not here tonight. O'Connor clipping the ball in. Look at it there for Oglesby, who gets a header onto it, but it's high up into the air now. Handsworth are able to get away. Goodwin wasn't able to make the most of it, and now Handsworth will look to carry this one away. Just a free kick there for Handsworth as they look to build away. Back with the goalkeeper to take this one now. 32 minutes gone, still 0-0. Not a thriller at the moment, to say the least. God bless you all for sticking with this one. The ball goes long and Oglesby heads it away, and then header out by the number 2, and it's they're coming together between Hogg and the number 9. Calls for a ref. No free kick is given though, as it's back here at centre back for Handsworth. Caldwell is they're happy to pass it in defence. Handsworth looking to build from the back in this game so far. I mean, if you're going to try to see if you can do it, this is the best time to do it. Back with the goalkeeper now, who slices his ball to the right wing. The number 2 though does really well to keep. I thought he'd done it, kept it in there, but the linesman has disagreed. Stocksbridge will have a throw in there. Trialist left back is kind of flicks onto Watson. Back to goal in the left wing, and he's forced to pass it back now to Hogg. Hogg opens his body and just straight into midfield. No one's there though, and this could be a counter attack for Handsworth. Coming to number 9, who's going to get it to the right wing for the number 10, who's got some space there. There. Hogs come back to cover to make up for the poor pass that's led to this, and it's going to cut inside, pass across the edge of the box there. He's got no one on the end of it, and the number 11's got to collect it here on the left wing. Ball's going to be clipped in and then cleared away by the trying centre back, chested down by Gooden, back to the try centre back who gets another go at clearing it. This one is into the opposition half, but headed back into the other half by Handsworth and then back to right back. With the number 4 now just leaving his own centre circle and back into the Handsworth half. They say they're just happy to play in the defence and then find the right moment. And that's the right moment they're looking for as they get it onto the left wing here. But a good standing challenge from Bailey Baker there has blocked that off, and it's going to go out for a throw-in on the left wing. Well, throw-in's going to go in and headed on. It's going to be a corner kick. Actually comes off the trial centre back last, and it's a third corner for Handsworth today. So play corner a bit, take a bit of time just to organise this one as I can just see a few of the stock players I'll be hearing in our second half are warming up. There's the number 6, Cranswell goes over to take this one. Not often you see the centre back taking a corner, but we'll see what his delivery is like. It's a good looking delivery to the near post, and it's Baker who gets away, and it will be a penalty. Baker has been penalised for handball, which is a surprise because, well, the Handsworth players did, in fairness, all claim for it, but I didn't see his arm be raised at any moment, but the penalty has been given. Stocksbridge players not happy with this one. Second time that Stocksbridge are going to have conceded a penalty in the first half in pre-season. Did this against Maltby as well. The trialist keeper did save that penalty, but then it was immediately scored from the rebound. So a test again for the goalkeeper to see if he can do it again. A test for the players to see if they'll be quicker on the reactions. Here comes Handsworth to take the penalty. Takes it, hits it over! The number 7 there smashes it over the bar. I mean, the Stocksbridge players will say justice has been done. For me personally, I don't think it was penalty because I don't think Bailey Baker's arm was raised if it did make contact. But in the end, the number 7 blares it over. And this trialist goalkeeper can say he's got a good record because he's had 2 penalties in pre-season at him, and neither of them have gone in. So O'Connor has a free kick inside the Seals arc as it shot quickly to Watson, looking to turn, but the number 2 ran all the way. He's blocked off there before it goes to O'Connor again, then back to Watson, and then with O'Connor again with a 1-2. Heads it out to Baker at right back now, and he's going to try and get through to O'Connor again, but it's covered off, and it's going to go out for the goal kick here. So back here at centre back now for Handsworth. We've had our first bit of drama this game. Penalty was given to the home side for a handball from Bailey Baker, but no, number 7 there stepped up and hit it over. Anyway, we've Handsworth again now. They're being forced backwards here and back into centre back. They take a couple of touches here as he carries it forward, and he's basically thought he was going to go long for it there. So he's going to go for the short pass, try to get through to number 9, but goes past him and then back to Baker, and now back to the trialist goalkeeper. Takes his time before laying it off to Oglesby. Taking a couple of touches and going to send it long. He's looking for Watson, who's got away from his man. If he can hold it down, he might do something here. He's had to battle for it after the first bounce walk, and he gets it now, but doesn't have to be to his man anymore. And then he gets tripped by his man, and it's going to be a free kick on the left-hand side, just a yard or 2 away from the corner of the box there. Opportunity for the Steels to either swing one in or even have an effort on goal. We're interested to see who takes this one with no Curtis Turner or Tucker. I think Alex O'Connor's the man who is asking for it. And no one's going to argue with him as well, it seems. So only Alex O'Connor's going to be able to make a statement to see why he should be the man taking the free kicks from now on. A good run in the first team towards the end of last season. One of the fittest men in the squad, though. I think with Jack Watson here, he is actually getting challenged now with the pre-season runs. Here comes O'Connor. He's looking for the far corner, but headed away there by Handsworth, and it's going to bounce for, I believe, for a throw in there. Right next to the corner flag. 38 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 0-0 still. As Charles left back has his throw in, and he's going to get into the box, and it's actually going to retake because there's a stoppage because one of the Handsworth players, and it may be Michael Trencher, is actually just having to stay on the ground there. Seems to have done something. And these non-contact injuries, the ones which aren't thanks to a tackle, the ones you most worry about though. Trench, as it is back to his feet now, so hopefully we'll be all right there. And we will be able to resume with the throw. He's going to take it short this time to Watson. Back to the Trials left back, who takes his feet, looks to beat his man, puts the ball in right-footed. While Goodwin were making the advance on it, it's headed away well by Handsworth. Stockbridge do get it back though. It's by Oglesby. Furthest man back at the moment as he passing out to Hogg, who turns well out of the tackle, lays it over once, and then is forced backwards to Oglesby, who's moved into left back at the moment there. Sends it long Oglesby, and it's just going to be back for the Trialist goalkeeper now. Back with it, still with the Trialist goalkeeper. Allen got it right back then. Long before Oglesby headed back away to Watson, who takes it into his knee, and then he's looking for a Faber with the volleyed pass, but cut out well by Trench, and then going back to the Trialist goalkeeper, who was sending it long here, headed on by number 11, the man who earned the penalty with his ball, and then going to be knocky ball. Number 9 heads it on. Oglesby gets the first header, second header away, then back to O'Connor, who volleys that one away from Hall. Stockbridge gets second clearance away, and Rawson's the one who's going to chase this one to try and cause a problem to number 6, who takes a bit of time to control it, but he is able to boot it away. Baker's going to keep it in just about. I say just about. He's just sliced that clearance, and that's one that got stuck in the trees for a while. Thought it was more likely to end up in the parkway, just over the trees there. Then return to our pitch. Gotta imagine there's a fine there if you get one into the parkway. Throwing going down there is going to go bounce past everyone before the trialist centre back collects it. I wonder if he'd be smart to leave that because he's now getting harassed by a few Handsworth players in an awkward position, but he is able to get through them very well. And then back now with a Faber, who has Stockbridge looked to build forward and knocks it long looking for Watson, but it is going to go out to play for an Handsworth throw in there. Not a great. Well, this is at the moment pretty typical pre-season match. It's as Stockbridge give away a free kick there. It's Ross Goodwin with the foul, as you would probably expect. But yeah, it's been pretty typical pre-season. The odd glimpse of something good for either side, but nothing really that's going to thrill or you'd go, yep, definitely love it. As I've looked at building an attack, but it's cut out pretty quickly. The defences have been pretty good for both sides, we'll say that. They've been organised, they've not really let much through. Stockbridge might have been able to take advantage of some mistakes from the Handsworth defence, but nothing really glaring from either side wrong, but nothing glaringly right either. As that's headed away there by the trialist left back and then out for a throw into Handsworth as the clearance is a bit botched. Here on the right hand side for Handsworth now. Frank going into the midfield. The tackle goes in and it's now stopped to knock it long and Rawson in a bit of a wrestling match go through. He's gone through here, but the goalkeeper, he's gone past the goalkeeper and then Rawson just about gets it in. It goes off the post before going in. Handsworth believe there was a foul in there. I wouldn't have been shocked if a foul had been given, but Rawson in the end does get it over the goalkeeper. It took a couple of attempts to do it, but Stockbridge lead 1-0 in this friendly and Rawson scores his third of pre-season. The Handsworth manager there is very unhappy with that one. I actually can see why. I think had it been the other side in a proper competitive match, I'd be probably quite annoyed because I probably was a foul in there in the build-up as Rawson. I definitely pulled the shirt of a man he was going through on, but the referee has let that one go, and it will be count. And Rawson there was able to just knock it over the keeper. I think keeper did get a touch onto it, but then afterwards he did knock it in though. First Rawson almost not hit that one wide from such close range. Had to go and use the post before going in. Anyway, I think it's a good time to thank my sponsor, Jason Rawson Carpet Fitting. We won't be changed by advertisements. And anyway, ball goes into left back for Handsworth as they look to build back in. They're 1-0 down now, thanks to that goal from Luke Rawson. In centre back now is it's not long. He's sliced a bit there, and it is going to go right out of play there. 43 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to the Steels now. Trialist left back throws this one down long before it bounces into the midfield. Goodwin trying to chase, but the number 8 has it well covered as he's forced backwards, and he's going to get back to the centre back. Goodwin continuing to hunt him down, and that clearance his point goes to O'Connor. He tries to get back to Goodwin, but the number 5 who caught out has actually recovered really well. Now he's going to carry it forward himself, lays it off to the number 2, gets the ball forward to the number 7, controls it well, but a little stab tackle from the left back there knocks it out of play. Hands are throwing here on the right hand side. Number 4 here is going to throw it in. Chester down by Anzafir as they get it back into the midfield. The number 8 allows it to go through his legs so he can go back to the number 6. He's going to look to get it onto the left wing here. Headed backward there to the number 11 from Trench. And Handsworth look to build, but it's well in from Goodwin, who gets to a fame, and then back to O'Connor. Then back to Goodwin. Not great pass. Goodwin immediately under pressure thanks to it, but he's able to get it back to the centre back. Stocksbridge being very confident, passing in the back here before clipping one over to Rawson, who knocks it over his man, and Watson will look to chase it down and get the man in there. Acrobatically knocks it forward. O'Connor will look to collect on the right wing, but the number 4's come here and covered it well. Watson take a bit of time to get back to his feet, but he looks all right now. Here on the right hand side now for Handsworth. Now look to the cut inside here for going back down the right wing with the number 2. Number 7 offering overlap, but instead he's going to pass it back to the 10. Left footed will try and switch play, but it's going to go behind Trench. He does able to collect it before it goes out to play, but aren't able to keep the momentum going there as it's back into centre back here as he knocks it forward. Here, but that's well tackled and Goodwin there will get a shirt pull on him, and it's going to be a free kick there. But the Ansman who's committed the shirt pull has gone down to the ground there, clutching his leg. So can see if how he is getting back up now. Thankfully, we'll be all right. But do notice every time we mention that Goodwin has committed a foul, we have some sarcastic comments. This time it's Sam Finlaw, who I thought were going to be here today for Handsworth. That's just on the Twitter account there. So we have another throw in there just further up after the ball forward immediately headed out of play. With Baker here. We would expect full time at any moment now. Half time, I mean, at any moment. And it is half time, isn't it now? So it's half time here. 1-0 to the Steels at the moment. Handsworth had a chance to take the lead. They had a penalty after a handball from Bailey Baker, but it was blared over the bar. Stocksbridge then took advantage. Ball over the top. Rawson able to bundle his way through, perhaps committing a foul in the process, but nothing given. Got it over the goalkeeper and then finished it in the end. It's 1-0 to the Steels. We'll see you in 15 minutes or however long it takes. We can be a bit quicker sometimes in pre-season. We'll see you then. Hello and welcome back here to the Express Worktop Stadium for this pre-season friendly between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Handsworth. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft, as we are sponsored by Jason Rawson Carpet Fittings. Um, the game is back underway here, so Stocksbridge Park Steels here in their red kit, all red kit, going from left to right, while Handsworth are in the amber shirt, black shorts, and black socks, kicking from right to left as DeFalco challenges here but gives away a free kick as he tries to go through. We will go through the second half team with you. So it's Daniel Emery in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Mitch Langton, the former under-18 Rag, trialist, which is the same trialist from the first half at left back, Luke Hogg, Alex O'Connor, Oliver Nowak, Thomas Bull, Luca DeFalco, and Lewis McCaskill. Right now, Handsworth are going to have a goal kick here. So, here they're number 6. I haven't spotted any changes for Handsworth as of yet, so we'll see if there are. They make some later on as They cut it out there. Nowak just looking to break through, and he's going to get past one man. Turn the shot well blocked by number 5. Well, a powerful shot as well from the youngster, and it's going to be a throwing for the Steels here. So just any time throwing going into the Falco, chest it down, fourth back, and then back here all the way to left back, and then all the way to Hogg here, who remains on the pitch for this second half. Gets it through here, and he's going to have a shirt pulled with the Falco to get through, and then he tries to get through to Hogg in the overlap. And it does go back to the Falco here, puts the cross in, well blocked and cleared from Handsworth there. The keeper making a good save from that cross, and then the number 6 helping him out with the clearance. Going to bounce down, going to be an Handsworth win here, just a few yards away from the Steel's bench. And the people look to build back and try and continue, get their back in, well, continue a decent performance in the first half, but obviously let down by the goal at the end. But potentially didn't look bad. No team looked terrible, just a bit pre-season friendly. As Langton heads one away and bounce over to Falco's head, and it's going to go back into centre half for Handsworth. They're trying to get it away. They do eventually, but the clearance blocked by the trialist left back. Let's see, Jack is in the comments rather than here today, so that's why he's going to do the full 90, it seems. It's just McCaskill now going to try and put the ball in, but the ball falls short, easily headed away by Handsworth. He goes back to the centre back there after the initial pass. Ball going long, and it's going to be the number 9 who misses his header, allows Langton just to chest it comfortably, knock it long, but to no one in particular, which allows Handsworth themselves to cover it quite comfortably. It's back at centre back here, and they're going to get it to the other side now. Just noticed over at Bradford City, well, actually, we'll stop there after this attack here. DeFalco's been let loose on the left. DeFalco tries to get back to Nowak, but just got his foot cut in the AstroTurf a bit, and he didn't get full quickest contact onto it, and that allowed Handsworth to clear. Yeah, so the former Steel, the man who was on loan with us last year, Dylan Yumby, has just put Bradford City ahead against Bradford Park Avenue. Perhaps hoping a rebound after Isaac Robinson's run and shot came off the post. Nice to see a man who did pretty well on his loan spell here. Scored twice. Both really good goals as well. Do well there. Throwing goes into Nowak here. Back to Langton. Well, Childless left back, but his pass through has been blocked, and it's going to go back to be a throw in there. As I see, Page initially doesn't. Oh no, well, Lewis McCaskill on the left hand side is going to put a ball in the way first with Pools just hanging around, going to volley it back into the 6-yard box. DeFalco's not into the central position, he's able to keep it in. Back to Nowak, who takes a touch, looking for the shot. Instead, he's going to lay off to O'Connor, who takes a shot, and it goes in. Alex O'Connor scores. One of the other 2 players staying in, gets it laid back there to him by DeFalco. Shot does take a bit of a deflection, but it still finds its way into the bottom corner, and the Steels lead 2-0. So great. It looked like initially that might not have come off after Thomas Poole. There was no one there for Thomas Poole's cutback. DeFalco had to chase it down on the left side. It's DeFalco's hard work there that's really helped to make that goal, because he passed it back to Nowak. Nowak was looking for the shot. He was smart, late off, and then the goal came. from Alex O'Connor. Gets his first goal of this pre-season. Ball goes long here, looking for the run here of McCaskill. He's trying to keep it in. He just can't there, and it's going to be a throw into Handsworth. So, interestingly, they had a clock 49 minutes. On my clock, it is, well, yeah, actually, 49 minutes are right. I would have had it on 50 though initially. As a clear away, but it's going to get booted right back. Going to be another throw in as it goes back to where Handsworth are keeping their spare goals at the moment over on that side. That was an interesting one. Lincoln United in their pre-season friendly against the first team of Lincoln City are winning. Even though it's pre-season, that would be a big confidence boosting win before they go into the United Counties League after their relegation this year. Couldn't stay out of the drop this time round. Throwing down the line here, headed away, but like to number 8 who's going to try and get it back onto the right wing. A bit of head tennis here at the moment, but as it's before Handsworth tried to switch play, look for Trench, but Poole wins that header, gets away. No, I'm going to try and chase onto it, but onto it first is Handsworth, and they're going to try and turn this into attack on this left-hand side with their number 10, who's being surrounded by a few players as they try to get it down the left-hand side. He's still got a few men to beat, but he's done very well to get down there. And he's got Birch through into the box, just needs the ball back, but Langton blocks it well, and it's going to be a corner kick here. Best move of the game so far for Handsworth there. And they've earned their first corner of this half. So, corner goes in, he's going to go above everyone, but it's back with Handsworth on the far side. Take shot, well saved, Emery. Bams it into the air and then collects it at the second attempt. Good volley that for he found his space there, the Handsworth man, and Emery does well to power a powerful shot back up to the end and be able to collect it. Emery, who's performed really well in pre-season. As I say, that ball he slices the clearance onto over the halfway line, which almost hits a couple of the fans here. As Trench takes far more steps than he should be really there, but he gets it through and it's clear back to Poole. Poole's going to send it long, looking for McCaskill, but it's been caught by the number 5 here, who's going to carry it away. Nowak tries to barge his way through, but gets pushed off because he's still a young lad, really. He's going to be a point to Handsworth here on the right-hand side after another clearance from them was blocked. So the right-hand side now for Handsworth. They're going to get it as far down as possible before it's headed away. Back to no, but he just loses the ball in midfield there. Flips it forward onto the left wing. He's forced back with after the bounce. The number 11 for Handsworth. He's looking for some space and he's found some through O'Connor and he's going to get around Nowak as well. But Nowak's actually now forced him back. Forced him all the way back to the centre back. Now it's with the number 4 and he's looking to get it on the left hand side where there's some space to Trench, who gulks out the beating of Lemon and Lemon with his former teammate. He's able to tackle him and clear it away. One he'll probably boast about in the bar afterwards as DeFalco gets the bounce off the number 6, but well recovered by the number 4, who's going to have it bounce back now to the goalkeeper. It's 53 minutes gone in this game. It's 2-0 to the Steels from Alex O'Connor in the second half, having doubled the lead for the away side. There's just a lot of feet going in there on the right hand side, but Hands have come out with it and they're looking for some decent players. So they're going to the number 10, who's got some space. He's going to charge forward with it. He gets a little trip from Alex O'Connor, and it's going to be a free kick to the home side there, about 35 yards out. Comes through the number 2 now and back to 4. He's going to get it forward and it's back here with Handsworth, who are going to try and get a good ball in, looking for number 3 here inside the box, going to get it across 6-yard box. He's got a free header there. That's just why Handsworth really should have one back there. A free header in the box. From the Handsworth attack, who's not marked at all. Stocksbridge failed to pick him up, but he can only head it wide, and it really should be 2-1 now. Back now with Daniel Emery to take this goal kick. Sending it long here, and it's just going to go over everyone's heads, and then out for a throw-in. As it looks like Handsworth will make a substitution. It's Michael Trench, the man who is coming off, which means I officially don't know any of the Handsworth players now. So, as I said, if you're only just catching the second half, Handsworth don't provide team sheets, so we don't really know any of their players, unfortunately. For Boyes, he missed a goal. Yes, it goal was from Alex O'Connor. It was really good play. It was actually Luca DeFalco's hard work rescuing a ball that seemed dead from that Thomas Poole put in, laying off to Oliver Novak, who, after failing to get a shot, smartly passed the ball across to Alex O'Connor, who was able to hit it into the bottom corner with the aid of a slight deflection. Back there with Langton. Langton gets it through to O'Connor. O'Connor still gets to go backward after his first touch was a bit heavy. Handsworth pressing up after shouts from their players, wondering why they aren't pressing up. Now it's with they've just got the Triumph's left back out, but he was recovered there by the centre back, and then it's headed away out by the goalkeeper. That clearance up. Back here with Langton now, who knocks it out to play. It's going to be a throw number 15, or is only going to take it for Handsworth, but now it's going to be laid off for the number 8. See Rag there at centre back there for the under 18. Got the under 18 player, another one of the youngsters getting a chance to show Ian Richards what he's about. Coming in for Tyler Foley, who played on Monday night. So it's with the number 5 for Handsworth. Taking a few touches before getting it through. Takes the touch for Handsworth, and he's going to go into the right wing. Handsworth looks to build, gets it through to number 7 well. He looks to turn through. He's in a battle, and that is some good play from Rag, who not only gets away with the tackle, and when they try to tackle him, then got through that before getting a foul for the Steels, and it'll be a free kick now for them. A chance to get the ball away properly. Hello, Ashton. Nice to see you here. Always glad to see some comments on our live chats here. One of the unique ways you can interact with us during commentary. See, can't do that on Radio Sheffield, can you? Comment on our, we'll do YouTube live comments. You can just tweet your angry thoughts about Sheffield Wednesday to Adam Oxley. I think plenty of people do, especially. So it's with the Trials throwing to the Steels inside the Handsworth half. The Trials left back throws it down here to Lewis McCaskill, who's been pushed in the back all the way. McCaskill still managed to get through. He's going to put the ball in, and it's been sliced away and then headed away from the number 8 there. France left back misses his control. It's going to go behind him to Rag, who knocks it forward, and it's going to be chased by McCaskill now, who he's going to look to get beyond man to get shoved over a bit, but there's going to be no free kick given there despite some appeals, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Handsworth keeper to take. And Stocksbridge actually winning midfield. They get it to DeFalco's on the right wing here. Falco's looking to find his options. He's got Thomas Poole and Lewis McCaskill there. He's going to look for the firing from McCaskill. And McCaskill tackles his own player, Oliver Nowak, there in the end. So Stocksbridge doing Handsworth's defence work at the moment, as it's now gone all the way back to Stocksbridge. And it's a poor pass that's going to allow the number 9 for Handsworth in. But it's well saved by the feet of Daniel Emery there, who's made some really good saves during his time. I think that might be his dad there, who's just, it is. Oh, I had Tyler Foley's dad next to me last time, and now it's Dan Emery's dad, but it's a really good save from Dan, and I'm not saying it just today, but Emery has performed really well during pre-season for Stocksbridge so far. I believe he's actually yet to concede for Stocksbridge in these games so far in pre-season. So that's the mockers on it anyway, as the goalkeeper clears it for Handsworth. Back here for the left back now, as he gives it back to Rag, who think he's the man who missed that pass there, allowed the number 9 to get in, but it's a good save of the feet from the feet of Emery that stopped it. And Handsworth then they give away the foul, and Stocksbridge will get the free kick here. So 59 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 2-0 to the Steels. As it's back now with Hogg to take, and Hogg's going to knock it forward but head away by Handsworth. Nowak, who heads it back into the midfield. It's deflected that pass forward, and That's going to be cleared away now by the number 5 and out, right back out of play for another throw-in. As we just enter the out mark here. Everyone goes through here looking for DeFalco. No. But after DeFalco, he gets tackled as well, and he's going to go for another throw in here. Now back to O'Connor there. Let's hope O'Connor now, and Lemon was looking for the run, but he's not going to get it. So he goes to Poole now. Lemon's going to ask for it now. He's going to. Well, he was trying to get it there, but I don't think Lemon had the pace to get onto that one, and it's now going to go out for a goal kick here. Now stuck with the back to the goalkeeper of Handsworth. Sends it long here, looking for Lemon. Lemon can only head out into the air. Charlie Rag boots it away, but it's going to be headed back into there before Hogg gets away and gets it to Nowak, who is tackled, and number 10 will now try and turn into his attack. Number 10 carrying forward. Going to take the shot. It's a good shot. Well saved by Daniel Avery. Dive into his left. And then it's going to be cleared away by the trialist left back. Daniel Emery with another impressive save. Dive into his left in full flight. And now it's Lewis McCaskill, who was going to try and get on the attack, but he has been stopped because there's an injury to an Handsworth player on the way. So while we have this break, I know this club would not be anything without its sponsors. They are the ones who help us fund everything that we do. We thank them very much, and we would like you all, if you can sponsor us, to get involved by going to our website, stocksbridgeps.uk/. Sponsorship as the ball goes here, volley from Poole, and it doesn't get much venom onto it. The direction becomes a simple diving save for the keeper, and he's going to send it long, and it could be clear and goal, but the touch is heavy, and he goes straight back to Emery there. He's going to quickly roll it out for Langton, and some pace in this game now as he lays up. But that layoff has gone right back to Handsworth here, and they're going to get on the attack here. The number 10 now, trying to take it forward, looking to get some straight through. It's going to be a bit of a banana pass, but it's cut out there by the midfielder, and then I know it's going to spread onto the right hand side. It's a great pass for Jordan Lemon, who's got acres of space on the right. Lemon all the time in the world to pick his man, but his first cross is going to be blocked. That's going to be a steals their first corner of the half here. So as we wait for this corner, we'll just go through our sponsors here. Some of our sponsors: Airflow, UC Build, Presto, Steel FC, DB Sports, Future Fine, and Bradford Brewery. As the quick corners here. Ball going to go in from Lemon, but no one's out at the far post. Handsworth edit away clear, and then they get it. The second header as well. McCaskill's gone and gathered it on the left hand side. Back here to the trialist left back. Then here to Charlie Rag. Rag is going to take a touch. Langton's telling him what to do. He's going to try and look for McCaskill on the side. It's a great pass from Charlie Rag to McCaskill. McCaskill looks to get away from his marker, who's shoving and pushing him all around, and he is able to get free. But then eventually, the number 2 is able to win that battle, tackling. Now it's back to the goalkeeper, who boots it upfield. Send it back now to Langton, who takes a header and then gets the second header back here to Handsworth back, who boots it forward, but only back to them 2, who heads it back. It's going to be a bit of that for a moment as Nowak wins the header there, and if you to know, DeFalco's fighting for it, but it's only headed back to Nowak, heads it down to O'Connor. O'Connor controls it and goes backwards here, lays it to Lemon, who gets to pass it into Hogg. Hogg takes a touch. He's just going to go horizontal for a moment before giving it to the trials left back, then to McCaskill, and then trying to find DeFalco here on the left hand side, who's trying to cause a mistake from them. If he does, so it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw in there. So we just waited. Trials left back is up to take the throw. We've seen a few long throws from him already. It'll be interesting to see if we do end up signing him, if he's going to keep that one in the arsenal. Definitely would offer something different. Crone going in looking for McCaskill, going to volley that ball, looking to try and get it in for Thomas Poole, but it's going to go right out of play. And into that, I think it's gone into that little bit. Oh, I thought we'd gone into that little bit of awkward fencing that there is here between the actual pitch and the clubhouse. Well, clubhouse, the dressing rooms, and where the cafe is, which is now shut. Oh, I can't get one on the way out now. So, trialist goalkeeper. The not Charles goalkeeper, the Handsworth goalkeeper here, taking his time as Handsworth try to rally themselves 2-0 down. Had a few chances, though Daniel Emery has denied them all so far. Handsworth goalkeeper sending it long here. Number 13 has come on for Handsworth. There's been a substitution as DeFalco gets it back here. He's going to send one to chase for McCaskill, but that's going to go into the box, and that will be the goalkeeper to get to it. And he's going to quickly boot that one right out again as it's a good one as well through the right winger. Not sideways, but behind all the Handsworth players, and Langton is able to clear it. Gives it to Hogg, who cuts that long ball out and then heads it forward, looking for Noah, but he's beaten in the air. It's the 15 of Handsworth, who gets it to the right-hand side now. Now to 15, then get it back to right. Good play from Handsworth here. Now just trying to look for the space to get a ball in as they get down to the byline, and it's tackled by Hogg, I think, there, and it's going to be a corner kick for Handsworth. An opportunity for them to get the ball on. Actually, I'm doing very well here at the moment. Thank you very much. Our first home game, I'll just get the date up here because I want to be exact, because sometimes preseason they're on weird days. As we'll play on Monday and then Friday with the next Friday. First, the corner's going to go in here, but first touch from number 5, but it's going to go out after a block back on the right wing here for Handsworth. Looking to try and beat the man as they're looking to get it on the left foot here, the ball, and he does, but the cross is deflected by Nowak and then head away by O'Connor. But it's going to go back to Handsworth here, and they're going to continue this. Number 15 trying to get down the left-hand side, being followed by O'Connor, trying to cut inside. Tackle goes in, but he misses it. Back to the edge of the box. Shot goes in, but wide of Emery's left-hand post. Yes, so our first home game will be on the 26th of July. That's a Chesterfield 11. We'll then be at home to Sheffield Wednesday on the 28th of July, and then FC United on the 1st of August is our currently last planned scheduled friendly. Just so you know, if you were wondering about that Lincoln City game, where Lincoln United leading 1-0, Lincoln City have now equalised in that one. Currently with Handsworth throwing right on the halfway line, and he's going to get it back after that and then get it back into centre back before it's headed away. Hey, McCaskill tried to get onto it, low starting from a bit of a high foot, but nothing given as it's now bounced out for another throw in, this time to Handsworth. We're 67 minutes gone in this game. It's 2-0. Steels now will probably be hoping to try and get their first clean sheet of pre-season. Second best defence in the league last year. It's now back to the Handsworth goalkeeper who sent it long. Headed back by the number 12, well controlled to the 15, who's done a nice little touch to keep it away from Oliver Nowak. Back to him now after 1-2 with his right back. Now with the number 4 and then all the way back to their goalkeeper. And now his ball got cut out there by McCaskill, and then DeFalco's come back to collect it. DeFalco's in a centre forward role today rather than on the wings as we've seen him typically under Ian Richards. But after McCaskill match for it is, Handsworth have won it out and cleared it away. Langton's cleared it back though. Now with O'Connor, who's going to pass sideways to Hogg, and he's got a few options, Hogg, now, and he's going to use the trialist left back who's getting forward. Trialist left back will take his time for passing it back to Hogg, and Hogg will get it through to Poole and then back to O'Connor. Some good play here. O'Connor wonders where his options are, and because he hasn't got them, and he's been forced just to switch the other way and go horizontal, and in the end he's going to give it back to Mitch Langton. Now Langton's looking for his options. He's given the short one of Hogg, and Hogg knocks it forward to Poole, and the space has opened up a bit now for the Seals. Poole lays off to Lemon on the right hand side. Lemon puts a decent looking ball in, but it's well claimed by the Handsworth goalkeeper. Throws out quickly and gets it to their number 13. He's unlucky for some, but we'll see if he's lucky for Handsworth today. As it's just been passed back in their midfield, and then back to their substitute left back came on for Trench, and then still happily being passed around in the hands of defence for now. Now with their 15, and now laid off to the right hand side now, and they look to build through, and it's a good looking ball, and but the initial clearance by Rag was blocked, and then Rag gets another bite of the cherry, and this time he gets it out to play. So back to the number 2 here for Handsworth, who going to go for the pass down the right wing, gets it, and he's cut back and back to the number 2. Ball goes in first time, ballooned though, and well away from the goal. Going to be a goal kick now for Stocksbridge. Emery's having to go fetch that himself. No ball boys here today. Emery gets a workout by running down to that corner to go fetch the ball. He'll be hoping with some of the performances he's put in, especially with Townsend still on holiday in Crete. Hopefully he's enjoying it. Notice, like, unlike some of the other Steels players, when they're away, he isn't tuned in listening, or maybe he's not commenting. Have a comment, Ben Townsend. Just come up with your best insult for me, and we'll try not to delete it. He's back to Emery's feet. Is he going to give it back to Langton now, who going to take a touch? He's in a right back role at the moment, Langton, as he's going to send it long, and McCaskill gamble on number 2 coming forward, has done, and he's going to get the ball on the left-hand side now, but number 2 has recovered and is now covering him. McCaskill looking to use a bit of footwork, puts the ball in right-footed, but it's behind everyone, goes to Nowak, who takes a good touch. He's going to break the box on the right-hand side. He's being forced backwards over Nowak, and he's going to give it back now to Lemon. Lemon on the edge of the box. He's left-footed. I don't know if that was a ball into the box or a shot, but either way, it's a goal kick. So Lemon there, who scored twice, and I think the photographer is giving him some stick for that shot, and to be fair, kind of deserves it. Grinning Jordan Lemon after that one. Apparently, he's just telling me he told Jordan Lemon to get on the bus for that one. I think he's got a nice car out there, Jordan, so I don't think it will be. Sponsored by the best caravan park in the world, Eden Tree Caravan Park, and that's definitely not family biased, me saying that. Remember that your player sponsorships are still available on our website for £100. There's not too many players left though now, so if you want your favourite player, you're going to have to act quickly. Like now, go now and do it. So it's going to be after a hands-off clearance, a throw-in there for the Steels. Just waiting there. It's going to be Lemon to take it here. Frame going right towards centre half. It's going to go Ragu. Heads it away. It can be one that the trial left back's going to chase him. He can get onto him. Might have some space to move into, and he's going to. He's using some space. Got some long strides on him, this trialist left back. As he carries on forward, he's doing really well here. And he's going to will break his way through the entire. Still is actually breakthrough. He's almost at the opposition call flag. And the Handsworth defender were a bit too busy appealing, and he might have gone out rather than doing it. But then he did actually get back and make the tackle to throw into the Steels now close to the corner flag. Trust me, you won't say go on Jonathan if you saw that shot. It was not great, really. Throwing his headed away by Handsworth. It's still in their box now as number 2's looking for some space. He's actually been harassed all the way. I think it's gone out. It's going to be a goal kick. I thought that would have been a corner, actually. Falco, who was on pressing, must have took a touch on it as the Handsworth keeper takes a quick goal kick, but it's only back to Langton, who's going to head to midfield, but it's an Handsworth midfielder who's giving it to, the number 12, who gives it back to the number 7 on the right, the man who missed the penalty. That could have put Handsworth in the lead, but it's qualified for Handsworth. Almost like Hogg to get on here, but well challenged by the 15, though. Hogg's going to get the ball back here, though. Again, sliding tackle stops him from making more than one touch, and now Handsworth will attack on the right-hand side. They break through and will get it on the right-hand side, but well cleared away from the trialist left back. Throwing here to Handsworth on that right-hand side. Just taking some time with throwing as they decide who's going to take it. Again, still a bit of pre-season as that's a really poor pass from Handsworth that goes into the box, and Talleyrand will take his time before clearing it away. Headed back though by Handsworth. Then into the midfield, but then given away in midfield. So you're going to be a long range shot from Handsworth, and not too far off there. It was a fantastic shot there. It came out of really nothing, but thankfully just wide of Emery's post there. Emery couldn't do much about that. He was just watching that one as it flew wide of his post. Emery ball goes forward, but it's headed away, and then Child step behind the corner of his feet, and then he's able to recover into the midfield now for Handsworth. As they now look to build, and they are going to try and get one back before the end of this game. Some good play from here on the right-hand side. Ball goes in. The ball is slightly deflected out. Takes the speed off it, and Langton is able to clear it away. Handsworth will try and keep the pressure on, though. It's on their right-hand side again. Left-footed ball going in. It's a good-looking ball. It's a free header. Great save from Emery again. That one really should have been 2-1 there. It's a free header for the Handsworth attacker. He's peeled off his man really well, tries to get it low into the bottom right corner, but Emery gets down quickly as well, makes a save. It's a corner kick to Handsworth. So it's back there for a corner for the home side. As I look to put the Steel's defence under some pressure, this has been their best 5-10 minutes of the game for the home side, who have created a few chances for themselves. Low cornering going for the near post. It goes across absolutely everyone before Charlie Ragg at the far post has to tap it wide. It's another corner, this time from the left-hand side for Handsworth. We've just entered the 75th minute of this game. Just 15 to go. We're not really going to expect that there's much added time for this one. There's a couple of short options as well, but instead he's going to look to get it to the far post. But Emery claims that really well, and he's going to take his time before rolling it out to Ollie Nowak. Nowak will carry it forward, and he gets a tackle, but that tackle goes to Lemon, who is forward to Poole, tries to flick it out. But 13 intercept, and then Nowak, what a silent challenge from Nowak, but he isn't able to get the ball with it. Gives it into the midfield for Handsworth, and then back to the forward. There's some space for Handsworth here now. Lemon's not really getting back into position at the moment, but as they get it down the left-hand side, they're looking to build it in here. Back to the number 4 on the left-hand side. Right-footed cross is going to go in looking for the far post. Headed away, though, by the trialist left-back. Back to the right-hand side there, to the number 5 here. Then back to the 6, all the way back in the Handsworth half now. Handsworth been looking really good over the last parts of this game. Number 4 here, going to clip it onto the right-hand side, but well headed away there by Charlie Ragg. And he's now back in the midfield for Handsworth, but they will keep the ball for now. Before their passing is into the Poole, and it's going to be cleared away, but all the way back now to the Handsworth goalkeeper. So just goalkeeper is happy to have it to his feet and getting passed back to him, even with DeFalco now pressing and a bit trickery from the goalkeeper. Is going to keep away from DeFalco. DeFalco a bit more pace on him, would have probably got him from behind there, as Hogg just left a foot in there and gives a free kick away. As a few of the Handsworth players just shouting to get up, they definitely do want to go before the end of this game too. And maybe even to try and sneak a 2-2 potentially. If they scored now, they'd have a good bet on them doing it, as McCaskill tries to control it, but can't do, and allows Handsworth to get in and then give it back to the goalkeeper. DeFalco will press before it's cleared upfield. Ragg will head that one away before it goes back into field, all the way back just to the trialist left back here. Left back going to take some touches. We'll knock it forward here before it's knocked away. And then back in midfield for Handsworth. And they're going to look to find the number 13 here, and then he does. He touch though lets him down. Lemon comes back to clear, but the clearance doesn't go very far. Back to the number 8, who touch goes to Cyrus on the edge of the box. Bit of a flick up by the number 7, but Ragg gets in and heads it away. Then back to Nowak, who is just going to boot this one long, and McCaskill's going to bang out to him. I think it might be DeFalco. DeFalco and McCaskill getting each other's way a bit, but it is back. McCaskill takes a shot just over from McCaskill. You can see Luca looked a bit annoyed there, I think, because Lewis and Luca did get in each other's way a bit there. I think interesting to see that. And perhaps not two players will be able to work together particularly well, because they were floated into the same position. I think both stopped each other's momentum as they see the number 9 for Handsworth is going off. In the end, a good shot was let off, but McCaskill was just about an inch above the bar with that one. Feels like there's actually weirdly more Steels fans than Handsworth fans here today, which is an interesting dynamic, because normally it's the other way around. Steel's travelling a lot better than we used to. It's fantastic to see as many Stockbridge fans as we get, not just our home games now, but in our away games. Number 6 is going to knock it long here, headed back into there by Triumph left back, but it's going to be collected here by the 40. He's actually going to just cover it so it goes out for a throw-in. Here, 80 minutes now gone in this game. Just 10 minutes ago, the Steel's leading 2-0. Goals from Luke Rawson and Alex O'Connor. Long ball forward looking for McCaskill. McCaskill going to get a bit of a push, but despite appeals from the Stocksbridge bench, nothing is going to be given for that one. Currently in the midfield, Francis Oliver Nowak just doing a bit of harassing, but instead he's going to not be successful in that. Still with Handsworth here, as they're happy to pass it back between their defence and their midfield. Going to carry it forward now, and then it's been actually, the clearance is blocked by his own man, his number 12 there, and Langton now able to gather that now with O'Connor, who gets it to the left-hand side to McCaskill. McCaskill controlling it. He knocks it down the line. It's going to be one for the Trials effort to try and chase, but he's being covered as though the Trials effort was trying to still get to it. But Handsworth turn out it really well and cross it. Anyway, back now with McCaskill. Lays it off to Nowak, who beats one man really well. Lays it off to DeFalco. Appeals to the offside flag. He says it's not, and DeFalco scores! The great finish from Luke DeFalco. Work from Oliver Nowak again. Those two linking up really well. A good partnership from there. But the Handsworth players were too busy, as they still are, complaining about offside to track DeFalco, leaving him in the space for him to finish it. And now it's 3-0 to the Steels. Luca DeFalco, they're getting the goal. His first goal for the senior side since last year's pre-season when he scored against Emley. It was definitely close. I wouldn't be shocked if it was offside, that one, to be honest. But you do have to play to the whistle, and whistle, no matter what you think of the referee's decision, because if you don't, that'll happen. You have no VAR to save you at this level, so oh, that's what happens if you do decide to moan at the referee rather than try and track back your man and to stop whatever situation has developed. You like to do DeFalco free in the box, and as he shows in the reserves before and the under-18s before that, he scores if given the space and time like that. 3-0 to the Steels. 82 minutes gone. It's with Thomas Poole now, just standing over the ball, really. Gets the pass through to Hogg, then back to Nowak here, who will now get it to Lemon. Good touch, and then will tackle by 13 out for a throw-in. Lemon throws it centrally towards Hogg. Hogg will try and get through to McCaskill, but well cut out by the advancing defender, who going to see if he can launch a counter-attack with this, trying to lift through to the 13, who controls it well. Lantern's tackle gets a bit of a touch, but nothing on. The number 7's going to advance on it. Number 7 tries to roll through defenders, so lays it off to the 13. Appeals for offside, not given. Tries to put the cross in. Emery claims it. Been another really good performance for the Steelers in this pre-season friendly, and it's another 3-goal advantage. After 2 4-1 wins in the previous pre-season games, we'll see if the Steelers can hold on and make it 3-0 in this one, or maybe they can go even a bit further. See, Ashton's very happy about Luca DeFalco scoring. Obviously, Luca, the local lad who lived just a street over from the Brackenmore ground before coming through the academy. Well, youth side, not really an academy. Anyways, back in the answer chance. Again, so we're happy to pass it about there. Despite the pressure from the Steels team, and then it's going to go back now to Langton. After that clearance, Langton takes a touch, knocks it forward, looking for DeFalco, but headed away. I'm not sure if that appeal for offside was sarcastic or not from Handsworth, but it's DeFalco pressing the number 8 in the left back, but DeFalco can't get the tackle off, and number 8 will come away with DeFalco left on the floor there. And then it's going to go upfield for Handsworth, and it's immediately returned by Stocksbridge and out for a throw-in. Just noticed Bradford City, as we still follow, have got let their goalkeeper on the Twitter for a bit. Maybe we should try and do that during one of these pre-season friendlies. Let one of the players who's gone off come and do social media for a bit. Thomas Poole here will take the touch here to O'Connor. O'Connor will lay it off to McCaskill. McCaskill on the left side. He's got an option of an overlap. Actually, the overlap's just stopped to get to him. McCaskill's instead going to take the shot. It's a good shot and just wide of the far post. Almost 4-0. A rasping shot from Lewis McCaskill there from the corner of the box. Oh, had the beat of the goalkeeper, but also beat the post as well. Remains 3-0 here as we enter the 89th minute of this game. Now back to left back here for Handsworth. He's going to go all the way back to goalkeeper. DeFalco will keep him honest as he presses, but the ball is going to go along to this right-hand side. Now they'll continue to try and build down there, and as they're forced backwards here into a field, they're not long, and it's a great pass here from Handsworth as he gets it to 13 on the left-hand side. Trying to face off with John Lemon, trying to cut inside, takes a shot, it's deflected, and that allows that to Emery to go and claim that one fairly comfortably. So we have into the 90th minute now, as it's now with Jordan Lemon, so we should have the full-time whistle very shortly, as DeFalco's going to chase this ball forward, but the number 6 has covered it back to the goalkeeper, who is just going to slice this one, and yeah, it's actually going to stay in, and it's been well held down with number 8, but he's been caught out by Poole, who's going to take it forward. Poole continues to go down the right-hand side, and then loses it to the tackle that's going to be thrown to Stocksbridge there. And it's just going to be a throw in on the right side, taking its time. I'm just expecting any moment for the referee to blow the whistle. I don't know if he's going to do any out of time for this one, but I wouldn't expect so, in all honesty. Throwing going to go in, and then it's back here, and then knocked away by Poole. Actually, I'm wrong. It's actually the 8th of me. I'm knowing my maths wrong. It's been a long week already. Wednesday evening. So 85 minutes gone in this game so far. 86, just turned. And it's back with the hands of goalkeeper for a free kick. So Wakefield, who are facing Hull Green United, who I'll be honest, I've never heard of, won 8-0. Ball goes on, but headed away by Lemon into midfield. Hands are able to claim that one with the 15. They're going to give it back to their number 5 now as well. Take a few touches before giving it to the 6. Some nice play from them here at the back. There's a number 5 here. Will evade a tackle of Luca Di Falco. He's going to carry it forward here. Then onto the right side, Luca Di Falco, having scored earlier, will look to try and make more first team appearances again. His first senior goal here, but Stocksbridge putting it high up the pitch here. As McCaskill's going to advance now. He's been forced to go backwards after pressure, and then gets through one tackle, and then eventually is fouled. So the Steels have a free kick on the left-hand side here. Quickly taken as we've pulled now all the way back here to Langton. Langton will low ball through to DeFalco. DeFalco's touch is quite high. He's able to try and chest it down, but the tackle goes in, and that gives it back to the home side with the 13 now on the left hand side. Lemon harassing him, but the 13 has the beating of him, and he's going to go down the left hand side. Nowak is covering to stop him going any further, and that does allow Nutman to come back, get a bit of a tackle in, and get it away from the 13. The 13 not particularly happy with Lemon for that one, and as Stocksbridge get it away with Oliver Nowak here. And carries it going on forward. Not forward, and it's just no one in particular. And the number 6 here will cover it, and he's going to clear that one away here. Back into midfield here for Handsworth, who are doing well with the ball at the moment. Not long, but headed away by the trialist left backs. It's going to be with O'Connor now, who trying to get it down the left-hand side. He stayed in, actually, and McCaskill's going to cause a nuisance of himself, and he gets it through to DeFalco, has some space. Just needs to get round defender. He does one time. Going to take the shot the second time. Well palmed away there. Back to Thomas Poole, who lays it off for DeFalco, takes a second shot, but it's well saved by the hands of goalkeeper. DeFalco looking to get his second goal of the game, but a mixture of good defending, which limited the time DeFalco had, and some decent goalkeeping as well, stops him from doing that. Back here for Lemon, who tackles well. Goes to Poole, then back to Lemon, who tries to get it through to DeFalco, but then back, the number 8 intercepts, and it's back with Handsworth again. Back into midfield at the moment. 89 minutes gone, and we're sure it's the started time. It's 99 minutes as this pre-season game starts to come towards its end. 3-0. Well, another really positive performance for the team. So just so you know, our next match is on Friday. It's away at Emley. It's a favourite of ours. It's one of my favourite grounds to actually visit Emley, and they were very good last year, coming 3rd in the end in the Northern Counties League. Will be probably our toughest test yet. A side that definitely has a good claim to, wanting to be promoted to Northern Premier League next year, will definitely be one of the favourites in that league. As Handsworth look to build an attack there, going to try and see if they can end the game on a positive note, see if they can get a consolation at the end here as they look to build down the right hand side. And it's a good little overlap run here. It's a foot race at the moment that Handsworth have won before the Trials left back earns a foul off him, and it's going to be a free kick close to the Steel's own corner flag. So again, it's been a really pleasant night here at Handsworth. Finally, it feels a bit more like summer with the sunshine we've had here today, though it is getting a bit cooler now. Still shocking that with the weather we've had the last few days, we've been mid-July, especially when you look at the rest of Europe. And there is the full-time whistle. So the Steels win 3-0 here. So they did take a 1-goal in the first half. Luke Rawson, perhaps quitting a pile in the process, but able to get past the goalkeeper and make it 1-0 there. Then in the second half, Alex O'Connor hit one from the edge of the area, deflected but found its way to the bottom corner before Luca Di Falco scored. a smart finish at the end of the game. It's 3-0 here to the Steels, who have had a very good performance in this one. It's been great to see again. Thank you very much for everyone who's been listening today. I've been Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter. We'd like to thank the rest of our sponsors: Airflow, UC Bill, Presto, Steel FC, DB Sports, Future Fires, Jamfab and Bradford Brewery for the support of the club. We will be back on Friday evening for the match against Emley, and I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much, and good night.